how things started spiraling for me, and that was through COVID. I'd taken on sort of this manager's role for a job, and COVID had just come out. It was all new. All these regulations and things were coming on out every day. Then I have to relay that to the staff team in the care setting and care industry. It was quite pressured. It was like, it was unknown as well. My wife was pregnant at the time. She got furloughed because it was a risk to, at the start, they didn't know if COVID was a risk to pregnant women. And it's mad when you think about it now, but looking back at the time, it was like, it was mental. We didn't know what was going on. And a lot of people got furloughed. I didn't. I was deemed as a key worker, so I had to work straight through. But what they did was my only release in life, really, I didn't drink or nothing like that, or I didn't socialise really. I worked and went to the gym and went home and spent time with my wife and my child. Then they shut the gyms, and then little did I know at the time, like looking back now, fast forward 4 years, getting an ADHD diagnosis and knowing that my dopamine levels were low, and actually the gym and everything was regulating my dopamine and endorphins and my brain and getting everything like regulated. I didn't know, right? So I'm just this guy going around. Suddenly my only release is taken away, and then my brain is searching for something somewhere else. And then gambling sort of came into my life out of nowhere, really, and I don't know why or how, but online gambling, and then that was my release. Then I'd be doing it, going into the toilet, spending a long time in there online on my phone doing it. I'd be staying up all night waiting for my wife to go to bed, then staying downstairs and on my phone doing it. And the money wasn't real, it was on the screen, and it was just going through like water, and then I'd be depositing more, and then it started really taking over. But it was like this rush, this mental rush, and it was like quick, cheap dopamine, and it's mad talking about it. So the undiagnosed ADHD come into play with me through gambling addiction, and I was unaware of it all. The sort of impulsive decisions that I was making when I was doing this are just not the decisions that someone with a normal functioning brain would be making. And it's quite sad when you look back and reflect, because all the warning signs were there, and I was just scrambling around trying to fix everything and make everything right for the damage that I'd caused through my gambling addiction. So I'd ended up using all of my own money. I'd been covering my tracks. I didn't open up or talk to anyone. I was just trying to deal with it on my own, because I didn't know there was anything wrong with me, and I was completely in denial about being in addiction with it, because I just thought I would just, no, I'll win it back, but it was too far in. And then I started to use money from my workplace to try and correct the mistakes that I'd made, to try and win it back. And on reflection, I should have just opened up then and just gone to him, but I was doing this sort of catch-22 thing of like, I can't tell my wife because I can't, I'm ashamed, I'm embarrassed. I want to try and fix it. I want to try and get money to win that back, to try and correct that situation. And then I didn't want to tell work because I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't want to get sacked, and I didn't want to have my career taken away from me. I wanted to just put everything right because I liked my job. It's so mad what happened. It's so mad. It just destroyed my life. The domino effect from it is just unbelievable from what happened. And ultimately it came to blows in the end. It all came crashing down, lost everything. I'm also self-excluded from the bookies in town at this point. I've gone into town and said, fucking problem, can't do this. Fucking doing things like dodging work and going straight in there, like ridiculous. Like going to pick something up from town, going into that. So I'd identified, this is a massive problem, this needs to stop. I had it under control for a couple of months, and it was just coming out of my mind. And all of a sudden we got this new place where I had to visit with work. They got a new site, and I went to that town to visit, to go and get something. And on the day I had to go and get medication from the pharmacy. And believe it or not, the pharmacy is next door to a fucking bookies. So I pulled up outside, and in a heartbeat, with my impulsive decision making, bang, like that, gone into the wrong fucking door, made them like then I'm on the slots, then I'm fucking gambling my wages, it's going through like water, then I'm getting agitated, fucking, I know I've only got an hour on the street, could get a ticket. At this point, don't give a shit if I get a ticket. I'm marching backwards and forwards to the cashier. They're not saying anything, like, you know, you wanted to withdraw 250 quid, you just did that 5 minutes ago, but they don't. Yeah, it's a business, I get it. So, do you know what, talking about this, it's like, it's getting me back into the moment. I'm so worked up now, and I wish, like, if I could go back now and just grab myself and shake myself and say, what the fuck are you doing? Like, wake up. Like, actions have consequences. So yeah, lose all my money, all of it, lose all my wages for about 2 days after I've got paid. So now I'm thinking, fuck, how am I going to tell my wife, how am I going to pay the rent, how am I going to put fuel in the car to get to work? And I had money in the car, in my laptop case, to take round to the houses that I was looking after as a manager. Now, a company had put their trust in me, and I abused my position of trust due to my gambling addiction, and that's disgusting. And I'm ashamed of myself, and I live with the guilt daily. But my moment in that impulsive sort of frenzied state was, there's money in the car. Yeah, okay, but we'll just dip into it a bit, and then we'll get it, and then we'll win it back. We'll win it back, and then we can fix this. And this became the start of something which I describe as, I look like a swan on top of the water, but underneath I'm scrambling around like fuck, trying to fix everything. And it was just unbelievable, the spiraling out of control. Like, if you read a book about this, you wouldn't believe it. It's like, when I look back on it now, I feel like I'm reading something about somebody else. You just want to shout at that person, but so lost and deluded in my own world at the time, and not asking for help from anyone or anything. It was just mental.